So God says, I created you in the scripture to worship me alone. Yeah, what does it mean? To become aware of me, to get to know me. So we are introducing here, we are giving a capacity to introduce to our human side who my Lord is, who my owner is. That's the worship. Everything. You pray for this, you help the needy people for this, you help other people, you are kind to others, you don't tell a lie, you don't steal, you don't kill, you fast, you go on pilgrimage, all of them. Or you are needy, you feel thirsty, you need friends, all of them are given to you, given to us, to enable us to know that we are in need of our Creator. We cannot guarantee anything in this world. That's called worship. That's why we are here, to get to know who my Lord is. That's so simple. But to practice, we just forget about it. Even while we are praying, we may not notice that this is the means of getting to know who my Lord is. I say, this is my religious duty, I have to do it, otherwise they will punish me in hell. It's not prayer. It's not, there is no acknowledgement. I mean, there is some, because there is a possibility that they may punish me in hell, which is very bad. This is an acknowledgement, how much, but that's an acknowledgement. So we have to talk like this. We have to talk the reality of our belief. I don't like talking about what to do, what not to do. What my reality here? What do I mean by being a Muslim, being a worshiper of God? What do they mean? How can I practice my reality, my worship of God here? What am I expected to do here? We don't know. We are like, most of the time, we are on the road running. They say, what are you doing? I'm running. Why? Where are you going? I don't know. I'm running. We are like this in this world. Most of the time I feel that I'm just running. Everybody is asking for or seeking a good job, good family life, prosperous life, having a good position in the society. For what? Isn't that good to have a good position? Yeah, but what are you going to do with it? I don't know. It's good. What are you going to do with it? You are going to die. Why are you here? To get a good job and die comfortably? Okay, welcome. The grave doesn't want your body is beautiful or young and strong or anything. Our duty is to introduce our soul to its origin, to its source, where it came from. That is called, in the language of the Quran, introducing the ruh, human spirit, to its Lord. That's the covenant. The ruh in its creation, the covenant between the Lord of the human beings and the spirit of human beings, or spirit side of human beings, not material body, whatever you call it. You may not like spirit, you may say something else, I don't know what is the best word for it. Maybe your human side, I say human side, not body side, introduced to its Lord. That's what the Quran says. That is the covenant. That is the covenant between me and my Lord. We are here to exercise this by all means, not only by rituals. I think you wanted to say something.
Forgive me, I'm kind of slow. Going back to the sister over there.
He said he's kind of slow. Forgive him, he's kind of slow.
Yeah, just
I am slow. No, not you.
Going back to the sister's comment over there about the earthquake example again.
Yeah.
just because I think that's a good example. So the prayer that the sister gave as an example became the free will and the act of worship together. So that one prayer became the act of free will and the act of worship together. Cool. Thank you.
That's it. Not you are not good. Anybody else? Another? So we can go to the second sentence. Question or comment or?
Yeah, real quick. It's not an earthquake because 99% of the time, thank God we're not having earthquakes. So say for example, I'm walking, talking, going to work. I can equally make all of that an act of worship by just realizing that I'm really not the driver or controller. I'm just using all of these faculties that I was born with. And if I just realize that, then that makes it worship.
Yeah. I was having a discussion like this with people, again, younger people, college student age. We were having on the 6th floor in an apartment, it was the last floor, and in the place, earthquake happened. Yeah, we were doing this. And I said, you can't do anything. You see, everything is in the hands of somebody else, not you. You cannot stop, you cannot do. We didn't panic, alhamdulillah, because we were studying the Quran. So we said, okay, we cannot do anything. There's no need to panic, but if it carries on, it lasts 5, 6 seconds, but that's enough to teach you what you are, who you are. 6 seconds is enough. So, well, alhamdulillah, we were so cool. It doesn't mean that we were careless. You can't do anything anyways, All of the people jumps to the door, it will be a disaster again. But it's worse than the earthquake. So nothing happened, but it really teaches us a lot. That's why we say, okay, please protect me. Means realization of absolute impotence. Absolute impotence. So, inshallah, it's a good experience.
Just trying to relate it back to the Quran. There's a verse that says that we worship willingly or unwillingly. So would running under the bed and hiding in that case be training in the wrong direction and worshiping unwillingly? If that made sense. But it's still worship.
Now it is, when somebody comes up with a verse from the Quran, I always find the problem not relating the verse, but in the understanding of the Quran. What is the Quran? So the problem is, God is telling me that the earth or the whatever, the heavens obey God's order willingly, unwillingly. But he's telling me this, human beings. God is not speaking to the heavens. God is speaking to me. It means, look, whether they will this way or they won't, they will definitely obey me. Now, that is a lesson for me that whether I acknowledge God or not, I still obey the order established by him. Yeah, it is a lesson for me. So if I say, I don't believe in God, but when I'm hungry, I go and eat what he has created for me. So it means whether you prefer it or not, you are my abd. But please don't waste your energy. Become aware of it and accept your reality. But you are worshiping me anyways. Even I am speaking now, what I do, I breathe. what I do, I obey the order established by God. Yeah? Whether I am aware of it or not, I am worshiper of God anyways, but of course my responsibility is to become aware of it, and improve it. That's what we are doing here. For example, if you take a course in physics, what do you do? Stage by stage, year by year, you develop your ability to learn physics. Yeah. So if I really am aware of my reality and practice it, anytime I put my reality into practice and become aware of it, I am improving my awareness of my Creator. That is called the increase of Iman, belief. Improvement of belief. That's why I have to remind myself constantly who I am. But I may not do it whether I am conscious to do it. Even if I don't consciously do it, still I am breathing, still I am needy, still I need the gravity or the earth to pull me. But no, earth doesn't pull me, but this is the order. This is the order, and I'm subject to order of God. I'm subject to it. Can you get, that's why the Quran says, can you get out of my property? No, you are still here. For example, you got to be as you are created. Yes? You got to obey. For example, we have to have two eyes as we are given. However we are given, we cannot do anything. Or, for example, let's say I have some disease, some problems in my eye. What do? I go and search within the order of the creation again. I cannot do anything as I want. Whatever we do it as our Creator wants it. Can you do anything else? He gave you all the abilities. Here is the universe. I obey the order of God. But I may not be conscious of it, consciously accept it, admit it. I may not be, that I'm free. But if I don't accept it, I don't improve my awareness of God. It means I may not obey the covenant between my spirit and my Lord. It means the Lord of my spirit. I am not introducing it. I'm denying it. Like a child. The child knows that the house is provided in this world by his parents. Food is provided by his parents. And the bedroom is provided by his parents. He gets angry with the parents. He says, I'm not going to speak to you. I am going to my room. Look at this. My room. Whose room is it? Whose room is it? Parents' room. Still parents' room. Yeah, we have to be aware of it. You know, even I've said, I'm not going to acknowledge God. While I'm saying I am not going to acknowledge God, I am using the power and the breath and the ability to speak and the ability to think. I am using all the tools provided by Him. Now we have to accept that. I mean, we shouldn't waste our time. Yeah.
I'm going off of his comment, the brother's comment. We're all worshipers, but in the language of the Quran, we're either believers who are truthful to the reality that we're actually only using everything we're given, or we could be deniers or rejectors,
But still,
which are called kafirs. So we're all worshipers by nature.
because even if you reject, even if we think that we are rejecting, while we are rejecting, we are obeying His order. Again, for example, if I say, I don't want to live, okay? I don't want to carry on my life. Okay, what do? I commit suicide. How? By obeying his order. Either put something here or cut my wrist, or
Rest.
wrist. Okay, to obey his order. Still, I am obeying.
Obeying his order, you just mean following what looks like the cause and effect chain that
So,
you
but
created.
I'm denying it that it is his order. But still, even if I deny it, I obey his order.
Which is basically for the people who haven't been with us the whole time, like cause and effect.
Yeah. So some people say that no one is kafir. No. As far as my choice is concerned, I may deny it. My reality still obeys God, the Creator. So in this sense, they are playing with the word, but we understand, right? Let's go to the second sentence. I think it is. Somebody wanted to read one. You want to go? Let me read from there.
Therefore, we cannot say that if I did not choose a thing, it would still be created because God decided to create that thing.
Yeah, we cannot say this. Eh? It is important. We cannot say this. Okay.
We do not know what God has decided.
Yeah.
We cannot speculate about God.
Yeah. We have to be careful. Even if I don't want, if when I do this, still God will create as He wills. No, it is a speculation. It is pointless to talk about, to think in this way. Yeah.
What I witness here is this: I choose, He creates within the order He has put in this universe. I have to ask Him to create what I want to be created within the order He has put in the universe.
Yeah. Whether I am conscious of it or not, still I am asking something to be created. But if somebody doesn't believe that, they say something to happen. You know, it doesn't happen by itself. Nothing happened by itself. But they use this language. I'll come. They use this language. So something will happen. It means really be created within the order He has put in the universe. But they say, so the believer and non-believer is that. Believer says, whatever I choose, it will be created. Non-believer says, whatever I choose, it will happen. Within the order God has put in the universe, that's the one who acknowledged the Creator. If someone doesn't acknowledge the Creator, they cannot do anything else. But they say, no, this is not the order created by God. It says this is the order happened by itself. So we are human beings. We have to choose one of them. We have to choose one of them. There are no further alternative. It's very simple. Which one makes sense? The order happened by itself. The order has been given existence by a conscious Creator. Which one makes sense? We have to make decision. But after making decision that I believe in God, God created this order, and forget about God. That's what we do. I do. So forget about God. It means I believe in God. He created the order, but my communication with the order, while I am using my free will, is as if I am communicating with the order independent of God. So that's why that's the reason we need to talk about our reality in this world a lot. The most important subject is this: talking about our reality in this world. What are we doing in this world? Would you like?
Yeah, so would you say one way to take this point is that one should not ask God for some lofty thing like God, let me be happy or let me be rich. You have to think about, okay, so what does that take to be happy? Let me have contentment in my job. Let me have contentment in my relationship. Or if I want to be rich, I say, Ya Allah, let me have a good education. And then after I have the good education, I say, Ya Allah, give me a good job. And you take it step by step rather than just saying, make me happy, make me this, like that. I think what this is saying is think about the order within the universe. What does it take to get there?
And also, I didn't notice, I'm sorry. Did you came late or?
Sorry.
Yeah, so we have been discussing this. Any kind of prayer is enhancing our awareness of our reality. Yeah. So people usually discuss this matter. What you are mostly used to hearing this, and listen out this. So if you want to be happy, if you want to be rich, so pray God to make me rich is not enough. You have to work. This is pointless. You work, you have to work. You have to use your free will to work. So what is the point in working? They don't get the result. They don't get the ultimate aim. That's what I keep hearing this. So praying only verbally is not enough. You have to do it. Yes, I did it. What is the point? But what we have been discussing today, while you are praying, it must be done through the free will, by saying, by acting, and all of this must be done in order to acknowledge that you are needy, you cannot create, you need the creator of this universe to create it for you. That is the acknowledgement. The point is, only through the acknowledgement we perform, we realize our worship. Otherwise, it is pointless. Okay, I want to be rich. And I went to somebody to get advice. Okay, if you want to be rich, you have to act. You have to study. Okay, I studied. What happened? I became rich and I died. What is the point in existing in this world? So we always think of our relationship with the universe horizontal. I will work and then I will reap the harvest. Okay? Am I here to only to reap the harvest and eat and get something in this world, have as we call it, nice life, high standard life, and die with a high standard life? Do I exist in this world for this? Pointless. I went one step ahead. You know, if you notice, so I have to, if you want to be rich, okay, acknowledge that you cannot be rich by yourself. You are to give, to be given. It means you need somebody to give, yeah, the wealth to you. And who can give it to you? The one who owns this universe, by obeying his order. You are expected to worship him. It means become aware of him. Whatever you do, you take the book with you, for example, and study. The ability is given to you to learn, to develop your human abilities. All of them are set by the creator of this order. So you become more and more aware of your Lord. That is the point. But if someone says, no, I'm going to pray and not do anything, okay, you pray and don't do anything, don't become aware of your Lord. You will be the loser. But still, you don't obey, for example, you don't obey the order of your Lord, if you like, in studying, instead tweeting. You obey something else. Or standing, if someone either runs or walks or sits, but does something. There is no way that we can get out of the order of this universe. Everything we do is the obedience of the order. But what is the point here? To be aware of it or not to be aware of. But we are here to develop our relationship with our Creator. It means to become more and more aware who my Lord is. That is the purpose of existence. That's very interesting. That's very important. And I personally feel I don't hear much about this aspect of the relationship. No, religion became more and more, I mean, especially with the development of the Enlightenment. It means with the, if you like, modern life. What do you mean by modern life? It means secular life. Turned our understanding of religion is also more secular. Be careful. It is a subject that we, in and of itself, is enough for another lecture. It's very important. We secularized religion by reducing it to certain rituals only. Okay. The last point, inshallah, people seem to be tired. Who's going to read the last sentence? Okay.
But we should never forget that we do not know the order in its entirety. There is always a room for theoretical divine determination.
So we studied the theoretical divine determination. So in our relationship with God, we said the main point is to acknowledge Him. But in practical life, for example, you are hungry, you say, please God, give me food. And somebody says, okay, you are a poor guy, let me take you to a restaurant, takes you to a restaurant and gives you the food. You say, oh, no, but you didn't know the food in the restaurant was old and harmful for you. You didn't know. You said you got something nice, but it wasn't nice. So bear in mind that we cannot comprehend the order in its entirety. So we shouldn't judge God according to saying that, oh, God, you didn't accept my prayer or you accepted my prayer. Whether God accepted your prayer or didn't accept your prayer according to your understanding, according to our understanding. But in any case, God responds. God responds. How do we know that? Because we cannot get out of the order of this universe. And also our ability, our human abilities are given to us by Him, and we can only use what He has given us.
I don't understand. What do you mean when you say, you said always God responds?
Yeah.
But not always accepts. What does it mean when God accepts or
No, excuse me. Would you like to answer? God always responds, but we may think that He is not accepting. We may think that because we don't know.
So He always accepts.
No, He always responds within the order of the creation.
Which is the acceptance.
Yeah, if you understand it this way, yes.
Yeah.
But some people, for example, please God, give me this building to me, and He doesn't give. He said, God didn't accept it. Do you understand? That's practically what we say. It is not true, but we may develop a misconception of responding. Turn it into acceptance and say that God didn't accept. No, God accepts by responding to you within the order as He created this world You cannot get rid out of this order. لا تنفذوا. Yeah, that is our reality. Quran says exactly how we experience it. It's beautiful. How this relationship between Quran's explanation and what we are experiencing in this world is perfect. So unfortunately, again, we couldn't finish. But if you are happy, we can carry on. If you say that we had enough of this matter, we can stop. What do you think? Shall we carry on this subject? Practical? Don't know who doesn't want to. That's enough. Let's change the subject. No hands is raising. So we will continue. Sorry? Okay. No, today is finished. Today finished. No, for next Wednesday.
Are we meeting next Wednesday? It's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes, because we have to thank Thanksgiving. So why not? Why not? If we have to really put Thanksgiving, it is being thankful, grateful to God, into practice by having this discussion.
You're gonna have a turkey.
So you can bring it. I don't mind.
Roasted turkey.
I don't mind if you bring it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin.